Come on, come back here!
Take me.
Mike Game.
Donc bonjour à tous et bonjour à toutes, bienvenue pour un nouvel épisode de Mike Game. Pour cet épisode, nous allons reprendre Call of Tchulhu, renvoyé dans le tableau, mais de justesse. La dague que Pierce a utilisée pour renvoyer la créature avait été vendue à Sander par Algernon Draken, propriétaire de la librairie. Son nom, Pierce décide de s'y rendre. Allez, parti les amis, parti! Comme vous voyez, il fait jour. Désolé si la qualité n'est pas terrible pour me voir moi. Je suis obligé de zoomer pour mieux voir avec mon téléphone. Pas qu'on voit toute la pièce. Cet épisode, je le refais parce que j'ai eu des soucis avec
Where's the bookseller?
les épisodes. Parce que j'avais déjà fait, j'ai eu des soucis avec.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Donc il va être fait assez vite. Alors, on sait que
An old diary.
Ça va passer pour faire pire. Voilà. C'est que j'ai trouvé marrant, c'est de la pièce de
What happened here?
Ici à l'entrée. Du sang, c'est du sang,
Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work. To whom does this footprint belong? No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then?
Non, il manque quelque chose. Qu'est-ce qui manque? Ouais, ici.
What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene?
Bon, les codes, je l'avais noté, hein.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the? Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
petite...
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Parce que tout le monde, bah, il m'a l'air que tout le monde prend ce somnifère en fait ici.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
D'accord.
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Donc on va s'occuper de ça. Je sais plus s'il y avait un sens. On va reperdre notre temps dessus, mais c'est pas grave. Si je fais 9... Ah, mais je me suis carrément trompé. Je vais essayer un truc. Faut que je vérifie quelque chose parce qu'il y a tout qui est pas bon.
Things are not looking good.
Je sais 6, 3, 9 au pire. 6, 3, 2. Je l'avais pas noté de la façon que c'est marqué lui. En fait, il faut que je retrouve le sens pur et... Hein, ok. On peut en plus mettre les trucs trop faciles. Alors, 6, 5, 9, 6, 9... C'est pas ça. On va sur le petit 9 ici. Six. Hop. Oh là 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 là, ça va pas le faire ça. Donc le 6 là, le 5 là. On va mettre le 9 ici. Le 9 ici, on va mettre le 5 ici. Bah non, mais il y a un problème là. Là, il y a un sérieux problème. Ici, là, en plus du 6, je peux être à 3. On va voir. Alors, si je faisais 9, 5, non, 9, 3, 5, 9, enfin 5, 9. Ouais, non, il y a un problème là. Je sais plus le code. Attendez. Aïe 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 aïe. Eh. Voilà, ah, je vais me retrouver dans le truc, mais c'est ça. Cinématique. Chapitre 8. Institut Riverside. Dans la librairie, son nom vise à remonter la piste d'une tentative de cambriolage avortée. Il a découvert que Charles Wamkin était à l'origine du méfait. Il a ouvert le coffre-fort du libraire pour y découvrir ce que ce dernier et Sarah Wamkin y avaient caché. Un livre lié de peau humaine semblait attirer le détective. Lorsqu'il l'a ouvert, sa conscience a été projetée dans un autre corps. D'accord. Je vais essayer de finir ce jeu-là au plus vite, parce que j'ai un jeu intense sur le côté. Donc j'ai essayé, parce que j'avais déjà joué, testé, mais là je l'ai eu, je l'ai apprêté, donc on va le faire ensemble. Je vais vous le partager. Mais il est compliqué quand même. Je vous laisse la surprise pour quand il sortira. Les chargements sont lourds. Allez, entrez dans la folie.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Alors.
Very well. I'll examine him.
On va sculpter le patient, donc ça va faire de toute façon.
"30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island. Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Doctor, please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Oh, my heart.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
D'accord.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Ah, Irène Sander, ça fait là. Ce dossier décrit l'état dans lequel Irène Sander est rentrée à l'Institut Livre, ainsi que les traitements qui lui ont été administrés. Fuller y a ajouté une note manuscrite. Il est prévu de la descendre à l'aile psychiatrique afin de lui octroyer le calme et le repos dont elle a besoin.
Mrs. Sanders? She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
D'accord.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Intoxication suite à l'inhalation. Je sais pas quoi.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Encore un insomniaque.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hypoallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Je l'ai peut-être déjà dit, les amis. Regardez la poussière qui vole, les petits filaments, comme si c'était de poils ou du tissu
You
qui
did good
promène dans
work.
l'air.
The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you,
C'est bien,
doctor.
c'est super ça.
And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
Voilà, ça c'est fait, ça c'est fait.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
On va aller voir ce
We're waiting
monsieur,
on news
ça,
regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Ah, là, c'est où il faut la
Patients
bouffe.
and hospital personnel
La bouffe
eat the
super
same food.
dégueulasse.
Dr. Colden.
Hey, Bradley.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
I thought we trusted each other.
Really, Marie? Can you swear to me that you're not intending something reckless?
You better tell me about your symptoms.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Elle fait des cauchemars.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Souffre de cauchemars. Vraiment?
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Je dis plus des excuses. En fait, si t'es venu la voir.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Le dossier est étrangement incomplet et le détail des cas n'est pas mentionné.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you.
Standard.
I'll be
Dossier
going.
musical de piste. Ah, il y a dossier musical sur pile.
The key to the boiler room is missing. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Mais quelle peau de vache celle-là, hein? Une vraie peau de vache. Dictionnaire, d'accord.
No, you're pulling my leg.
Mais bon.
I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the back. Room again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
You naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare see it.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
Just wait.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth, you all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment. The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Ah ouais, faut que je cherche la clé.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Allez. On va faire le style de rien.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Ah oui, c'est vrai, on fait la outil. Ici, il y a tous des outils, mais on comprend trop aucun, c'est vrai.
Dr. Colden?
Je sais plus ce qu'est l'outil, mais bon. Ah bah, ouais, je cherche. Moi, c'est le faudrait être que j'allais aller voir si c'était de l'autre côté.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Tu vois que c'est moi qui... Oh, mes oreilles. Qui trafique les trucs, hein. Bah, couper l'eau, c'est fait.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Allez, c'est parti.
I've unlocked something. Patient file. I was right.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient?
Désolé les amis.
Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature. It goes without saying that these peculiar illusions of
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
First, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came. Irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
J'ai des choses à trouver.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three? Why is Ethan on medication?
To set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Alors, normalement, j'ai tout à faire là.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Ah, ok. Bien sûr,
I must go back to the basement.
Voilà. Je me disais bien, il y avait encore quelque chose à faire, c'est obligé.
I should go another way.
Ah, ça va, je retrouve la porte de sortie. Allez, on va aller là-bas. C'est quoi tous ces crues là? Ah non, c'est. Je vous dis, lui, c'est bizarre quand ça marche. Net. Net.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly.
Il y a des symboles sur ces.
Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
C'est le coup au début, ça. Tu pars tout seul, c'est lui.
I came to this island to investigate a death and ended up in your shop.
How convenient.
I'm serious. I saw the broken glass and followed the path. The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Voilà. Corbeau. Bon, bah les amis, c'est ici que va s'achever notre épisode. Si vous avez aimé cet épisode, lâchez un pouce bleu, un petit like, ça fait toujours plaisir. Faites des partages de cette vidéo et venez vous abonner à ma chaîne de Big Game 62. Big Game 62. Donc je vous donne rendez-vous pour la prochaine vidéo. Je vous dis salut les amis, à la prochaine. Ciao.
Mike Game.